Hi guys, it's been a minute since I recorded the video about the sacred flames, about divine feminine, and this is where I'm focusing today. One huge topic we are going to be discussing is about isolation, because the divine feminine is in isolation mode for quite some time now. She's going through a huge transformation, especially with the lower chakras, root, sacral, and solar plexus chakra. And a lot of things are taking place in many ways. So let me start with this. I took time, especially this summer, for some traveling, for dedicating time in friends, family, self-care in a huge way. Everything was scheduled for me, like this, after that, and everything was very well organized. I guess a bit of me, a bit of my higher self, a bit of my guides. So I had to leave a lot of things aside that I usually do, recording predictions, recording what is going on energetically, what is going on with the sacred flames. So here we are, back to base in many ways, and back to our regular recording. So about the isolation, I was getting a lot of messages in between whenever I had a bit of time to focus on this, about the sacred flames, what is going on, what is the stage we are in now. I had a message recorded to actually post, but I didn't, because it felt a bit off in many ways. So there was a period of time between June, July, I guess, if I remember correctly, that the message that was coming through the collective, for the sacred flames, for the divine feminine, is for her to focus and be open, actually, even in a soulmate that is of higher frequency. And was something is off. Of course, we have to be open. Of course, we have to have that free will open and not being blindly directed in the twin flame connection, the sacred flame. But at the same time, I was, what is wrong with this message? So if I take you back to that period of the frequency we had, it was about opening up, about claiming our own desires, about opening up even more the heart chakra, about tapping into our own desires of what we need in the present moment. So, because of that, being present in the present moment, what do I need? I need affection. I need to have a partner. I need to experience that partnership of a higher frequency, because many of us are still in the 3D, many of us are in the 5D, most of us are in both, in between, navigating life as it comes, in the way it comes. So this is why the message about the soulmate, the higher frequency of soulmate, it is a bit of training of how to be present in the experience, of not attaching ourselves and becoming clingy, or this is what I want, or this is what I will be having in my life, or I'm only focused on that. So it was about removing the blinders, about opening up, about experiencing life as it comes by being present. Okay. And of course, both divine feminine and divine masculine have the free will to actually choose what is best for them and even disregard the union. This is an incense stick anyway that you see every now and then through the camera. It's not effects, it's not spirit. It doesn't show up like that for me, at least. So learning how to actually open up in the experience of the present moment is the key point. And this is also why the isolation stage for the divine feminine. We are being cut off. We continue to be cut off from the divine masculine for many reasons, mostly about growth, about shift, about change, transformation. Okay, so if you're going through one of these stages of transformation, personal transformation, and you feel cut off from your divine masculine, this is normal, okay? Isolation for us is first of all to shift our focus, to create some space for the divine masculine so they can actually pay their own growth and be in the space of transmuting their own traumas, their own wounds, their own mistakes, if you wish, because I don't believe in mistakes, at least in that sense that is commonly believed. It is. Okay. And we are at the space of honoring our own energy, understanding how we actually give it away, how we allow others to be in our energy, and how we can actually claim our own sovereignty, our own power. So these are the things for the growth that the Divine Feminine is paying now, okay? And you may be encountering signs like, not signs, but mostly situations like I need more sleep, I need more rest, I need to be on my own, I don't need many around me, or I want to focus on a couple of people in my life that mean something to me at this moment. Or it may feel even as I don't want anyone around me, because that isolation stage goes down to every level of our lives. I need to pay more attention to what I need to focus on now. You may be having trouble, even experiencing physical issues like with your legs, with your knees. It was funny what was happening during August, where many of us that represent the Divine Feminine and have a feminine also body usually, okay? We had issues with legs and foot and feet actually in general, and lower chakras, imbalances that we were purging from a lot of energies of the past, even of the present as well. So if you're going through some of these transformative experiences, activations as I call them, it is fine, it is normal. You don't need to worry that you're doing something wrong or something bad or you are not in alignment. You are in full alignment, and know that this is part of the process. You may have problems with your sacral chakra. It may feel like you are constantly in a sensual sexual energy, intense sexual energy as well. That is part also of the process. Kundalini awakenings. Play with your energy, bring it up to your crown chakra and bring it down as well again. So be in the space of playing with your energy, exploring how that feels like for you, how your solar plexus feels like when it's completely clean from projections, from obsessive ideas even. So how you learn to do that by seeing, playing with your energy, removing some kind of thoughts, going back to your own thoughts, feeling your own essence, your own personality, your own identity in this lifetime. And you're gonna be feeling different changes in your physical body as well, not just your energy. So entertain that. See how this mode of isolation feels like for you, and be open to change, because when we feel the need to isolate, it is actually the need to go within. Whenever I feel the calling, oh, I need to go somewhere on my own and be on my own, just be and do nothing, I get the point. I get the message that it is about meditating, going within, finding your inner space, connecting with your inner self, and letting everything else happen for you. Because we usually have this idea that I have to do something, I have to do something, I have to do something, which is more of a masculine trait, okay? We don't always have to do something. We just have to be, and we have to learn how to be, because most of the times we are in an action mode. I have to do this, that, and this is the physical life, okay? We always have to do something. So learn how to change and shift between the do, I have to do, action mode, to the be, I am mode, and how to actually receive more of yourself through that process. Learn to decipher which day is for what, which period of time is for what, and play with that. And isolation mode has to do with exploring yourself inwardly. Okay, some of you have seen how I close my emails, my signature, inwards and onwards. There's no other way you can move onwards if you don't go inwards to see, to feel, to be. And the other thing I always use as a mantra, be true to yourself and be your true self. So for the Divine Feminine, I'm recapping a bit so we can see where we started from, we can see where we started from, where we are going. A bit of isolation to clear the chakras, the lower chakras, from energies that are not yours, from traumas that you have dealt with, and there might be some residual energy. More of inner child work, more of root chakra work. We are ungrounded because we are not grounded enough into our own being. And for us, as divine feminine, that we are working a lot with the higher chakras, that we are connecting a lot with Mother Earth, with cosmos, with other beings, we have to actually reground ourselves into our own energy. Usually, we get accustomed to being in everyone else's energies, especially if you are a healer, a psychic medium, if you are working with energy a lot, a light worker of any sorts, and you get to be in a space of forgetting how to be you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen that are representing the divine feminine. So, that, closing that as a chapter, feel okay to be yourself. Feel okay to explore who you are in your isolation. If you feel called, if you feel drawn to a soulmate at the moment, it is okay to explore that. And remember, life is about experiences. It is about being present. It doesn't mean that you betray your divine masculine, okay? Even if they receive it as such, that's not betrayal. And remember that you are here to explore yourself and the sacred flame journey, the twin flame journey, as you want it, okay? It has to do with enlightenment. And enlightenment doesn't come just by sitting and waiting for someone to show up in your life. It doesn't come if you only meditate. It doesn't come if you are only working with energy. You have to experience life. You have to find that balance between human life and spiritual life. Much love to all of you. This is pretty much what I needed to share now as a transmission, exploring about isolation for the divine feminine, what it means, how it shows up, why you may have issues with your lower chakras, even with the physical body, even accidents with legs and foot, because that was very often lately. I've seen that with many, many women and even myself sometimes. So stay focused, be yourself, honor that, and be present. Experience life as it comes. And remember not to compare, not to compare the soulmate that is showing up in your timeline with your twin flame, or the soulmate that you have in front of you with the soulmate that may show up later on, a kindred spirit, because each one of us is extremely unique. You won't find any resemblance, and you will feel, no, I want that more than this by comparison, but still it won't be, you're not in the moment. You are comparing something that has no comparison. Each one of us is so different, so unique, and you have different things to receive from each person. So what you can compare, what you have in front of you is like, is this right for me? Is this good for me at the moment with my current situation of what is currently going on? That is the only comparison, which is not exactly a comparison, that you should make. You should make actually, okay? It's not about in general, in the long run. It is about how it feels right for you in the present moment. And this is the teachable moment as divine feminine we are going through at this period of time. What feels right for us? And through our experiences with others, we explore more of ourselves, who we are, what we have as residual energies of the past, where we actually want to be, who we actually want to become, and so on and so forth. And every person that shows up in your life have their own purpose and serves a different purpose for you as well. So explore that without overthinking if possible. I know sometimes that's not a choice for everyone, but be present, okay, and see what feels right for you without even using the logical mind. Does it feel right for you? That's all it is. See you on the next transmission and stay tuned. Post questions if you have below on this video, please. Do post. I want to interact with more of you as much as possible.